Here's why you play Gan And Mo in the mid lane in honor of kings. First off, Gan And Mo are powerful mages with incredible poke damage, allowing them to chip away at enemies from a safe distance. They boast extremely high damage, making them a serious threat in both the early and late game. Their magic defense reduction makes them particularly strong against tanks, shredding through even the toughest frontliners. Additionally, they have strong scaling into the late game, making them even deadlier as the match progresses. However, they are very squishy and vulnerable to burst damage, making them easy target for assassins and high damage heroes. They rely heavily on positioning to maximize damage, meaning poor placement can leave them exposed. And lastly, as a skill-based hero requiring good aim and timing, players must land their abilities precisely to be effective. Gan And Mo's passive ability, Forever Entwine, allows them to send both the male and female swords when they cast their flying sword skills, dealing equivalent damage with both. When the sword hits an enemy, they stack sword chi. If a flying sword hits a target already wrapped in sword chi, deals extra magic damage. Their basic attacks also utilize the flying sword, further increasing their poke potential. Gan And Mo's first skill, Guard Her Grave, thrusts the sword tomb forward twice, pushing back and knocking up enemies while dealing magic damage. Enemies hit also have their magic defense reduced for a short duration. This skill passively grants permanent magic power for each hero kill or assist, allowing Gan And Mo to scale better in the late game. Gan And Mo's second skill, Coupled Blades, Short Addition, releases a male sword in a straight path, dealing magic damage to all enemies it touches. If this attack triggers sword chi, it deals additional magic damage. This skill shares a cooldown with the third skill and restores its usage count over time. Gan And Mo's third skill, Coupled Blades, Long, releases the female sword in a straight path, dealing magic damage to all enemies in its path. Like the second skill, it triggers sword chi for additional damage. The two flying sword skills, the second and third skills, share a maximum usage limit, making resource management crucial. Gan And Mo's ultimate, Freshly Forged, immediately provides 2 extra uses of their flying sword skills while summoning additional swords to enhance their next attack. It also passively increases their vision range and raises the usage cap for their second and third skills. Additionally, every time a flying sword hits an enemy, the cooldown of this ultimate is reduced. A typical skill combo for Gan And Mo is to start with her ultimate, use the third skill, then the second skill, followed up by another third skill and another second skill if available. Moving on to builds, I usually build Boots of the Arcane, Scepter of Reverberation, Savant's Wrath, Void Staff, Insatiable Tome, and finally Tome of Wisdom. These are the arcanas that go along with this build. As for our common skills, the best common skills for Gan And Mo in my opinion is Flash, which is essential for repositioning in fights and escaping assassins. Gan And Mo counter tanky heroes since their magic defense reduction allows them to melt frontliners. They also counter short-range mages and marksmen since their long-range poke makes it hard for short-range enemies to fight back. However, high-mobility assassins like Hanxin can quickly dive onto them and eliminate them before they can react. And also, high crowd control heroes with stuns or silencers can interrupt their skill rotations. You should max second skill first since it's your main source of damage, level her first skill last since it's mainly used for utility and magic damage reduction, and most importantly, upgrade their ultimate whenever available since it provides extra flying swords to users and vision. Gan And Mo excels at long-range poke, so maintaining distance is key to maximizing their damage. Always try to land sword chi stacks before launching another flying sword skill to maximize bonus damage. Use the first skill strategically to disengage from enemies or to reduce their magic defense of tanky targets. Their ultimate provides extra flying sword charges, so always activate it before a fight to maximize damage output. Since the second and third skills share a usage limit, manage your flying sword cooldowns wisely to avoid running out at crucial moments. Finally, positioning is everything. Staying in the backline while continuously harassing enemies with flying swords is the best way to play Gan And Mo effectively.